song. This song right here is from Delamons and DJ Slam, and this song is called Wait. And we just gonna check the bearings, get a little few people coming in. I know people saying they running late. Man, they need to get here, and then we're gonna get on with the show. So check this out, y'all. This is Delamons, DJ Slam. Wait.
Don't tell me, say you don't like the way I dey feel these days. I say wait, oh, so don't call my name, no. All you want from me is money, don't come my way.
See, recently they've been calling me, Facebook, IG stalking me. I see them eyeballs following, favorite cousin finally. Some start a call when they want something. Think I'm a star, but I come running. First priority is to feed my home. But all I know is they call my phone, yeah, say hello.
Cause I just want to be on my own. Making money, say all night long.
Shout out to everybody jumping on right now. I see you. We're gonna get this set going shortly.
So don't call my name.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
I say wait, oh, so don't call my name, no. All you want from me is money, don't come my way. Don't tell me, say you don't like the way I dey feel these days. Oh no, I say wait, oh, so don't call my name, no. All you want from me is money, don't come my way. I say wait, so don't call my name.
I know he's saying just wait, but we gonna keep the set going. It's a little early for me to be waiting. Shout out to everybody that's on right now. Much love. We here with another ones. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's jumping on right now. Much love, yo. Billy C, I see you. MJ, yo. Tim Dog, yo. Sin, what's good? Itch, what's the word? Yo, what's going on? Everybody, I see Only Young. I see that DJ Cure. Excuse me if I wrecked that name, but I love the energy of that. Yo, Joey. I see it says Joey right there. Much love to everybody jumping on right now. This is the A&R Desk. Normally on Wednesdays we have either competition, we have classes in session, everything, but we have a winner from one of our competitions, and he goes by Trisket Fargo. And he won the raffle, and it was the raffle. And it was surprising that he won the raffle because he only had one submission, and some people had more, but that was a good testimony that as long as you're in it, you have a chance to win it. And he sure did. So without further ado, let's bring Trisket to the forefront. I had this conversation. My brother, what's good with you?
What's going on, Buzz?
First of all, let me fix my screen because you are out of frame, and I want the name to be there. There we go. Let's put some respect on your name. Yo, shout it out, man. So there's a lot of things that people may know or don't know about what you actually do. So give a quick synopsis of, what is and who is Trisket Fargo.
Yeah, for sure. So, run a business called Fargo Season. It's a clothing brand business. We stand for Rise Beyond Limits. We push streetwear clothing, and what we stand for is, we create this invisible ceiling that we can't get past, and so we always try to promote that you can rise beyond anything that you believe in. So, run that business, and then I also am a day trader. So I day trade for a company, and I do that. Those two things right there.
Now, it's really rare that we have somebody who does fashion and then day trade. Like when you day
Yeah,
trade, that's a job in itself. And
1,000%.
fashion, keeping up with fashion is a whole nother job. How do you keep and maintain, the duality between the two different sides of business?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of the tough part. Luckily, when I day trade, I got a set time on where I trade for the company I trade for. So I trade from like 9:30 to 12. For anybody that knows a little bit about day trading, that's the most a little bit most volatile moments.
Okay.
So I trade from 9:30 to 12, and then after that, I get the day to just focus on the business part. Focus on the finances within the business. Pop up shops and stuff like that. Getting marketing down and products, new products and stuff like that. So I separate my day in half. So I got first half, first morning of the day, day trading, and then the next all the way through night is the business.
So you telling me you said you day trade for a company.
Yeah,
So someone trusts you with some money.
yeah.
Let me borrow a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw something your way. we could work it. We could work it out. If you ain't laughing, you crying. So with fashion, I've seen Fargo season blossom from like I don't want to say the incubator stage, but from a small stage to
Yeah.
dabbling into the creative. It's not merch anymore. Like it's not just
Mhm.
throwing a stamp on something and then selling it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're actually going into designing the fit, coming up with concepts. How do
Mhm.
you have a team for that, or how do you create those designs, and when you know when to launch them and release that?
Yeah, so a lot of my designs, I mean, most of my designs, shout out to my creative designer, Jaleel Maloney. He's the one that creates, majority of designs. So everything I'm wearing right now was created by him, from the hat to the shirt down to the sweat. So a lot of the logos that we have is created by him, and so he's the one that puts them together. He shows me, and then I approve and we approve on it, and then we just move forward from there. So we just come together and just like see how can we create a not just a picture and a design, but how can we create a feeling? How can we create an emotion within our clothes? Because that's what we really want to stand for. Is we just don't want you to put it on. We want you to feel exactly what we're trying to say and how we're trying to design it. So yeah, he designs the logos and then we approve it from there.
Is it hard to compete in that field? Like there's so much stuff being pumped out.
Hmm.
Back in the days when you had clothing, you kind of had like the periods, like the
Yeah.
Sean John and them had a moment, and I'm not trying to put you in the categories with
Hmm.
anybody, but everyone had their moments of like when it was popular,
Hmm.
and I believe they call it niche,
Yeah.
fashion. But is it hard to compete with how many times or how much more material and brands are being pushed out into the market?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it depends on perspective. Like that's kind of where I'm at in life, and that's kind of where we at within the business is all about perspective. And so what we're realizing in today's culture is that a lot of people, and you see it in the music and as well within it
Yeah.
too. I mean, everywhere in the culture, but a lot of people are pushing things with no meaning behind it. So they're just pushing clothing and pushing brands, and there's no exact meaning. Like you got people buying clothes and they don't even know the name or what it means. It's like, fam, what you wearing?
Yeah.
They got no idea what it means.
It costs this
Um,
though.
yeah, exactly. It costs this, but like, do you know what it means though? You don't. They got no meaning, and so I feel the culture is now shifting back into, okay, I want to wear something that I can connect to and relate to, and that's what we've been standing for. Is again, we stand for Rise Beyond Limits, and so when we reach out to our audience, where our target audience is for people that's trying to grow, that's trying to reach to their goals and reach to the new levels in life. And one thing that we also do is that we create great product, like great quality product for affordable price. Because again, like you said, like I mean, the stuff that's going on now is costing an arm and a leg to get some of these affordable clothes or some of these great quality clothes that a lot of people can't pay for. And so we are now moved on to another in our own lane of great quality clothes for affordable price, but then also is we want to connect with people and motivate them to rise beyond any limits that you see in front of you. So we moved on to that meaning rather than just pushing out clothes. It's like, now we want meaning behind this and want to connect with our audience in that way.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out
Mhm.
to just Vince. He said that's what's up, bro. Like, and that most definitely is. Now going into the business aspect, what's one of the misconceptions of coming out with a clothing brand? Like, everyone's like, yo, I'm gonna come out with this and I'm gonna do this. Like,
Yeah.
from someone who does like this is what you do.
Mhm.
What's a misconception in that field of like coming out with a brand?
Yeah, I think two things is the first one is no game plan. I think a lot of people just feel like, they could just come out with a brand and just post it on social media and then they'd be highly upset when it's not going the way they thought it would go. So it's no game plan. I would say also with that, a lot of people try to connect with people, which don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this, but a lot of people try to push it on social media, right? And hope it can reach wide world. Hope it can reach somebody all the way in California and they live in New York or Florida and North Carolina. Like, no, control your city first. Like, let everybody know in your
Gotta hit your
proximity.
core. You
You
gotta
got to
hit your
hit the core.
core.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Control
Talk
your
about
city
it.
first and like really make sure your city know you first before you try to reach out to someone across the country. And I think the last thing is they try to just move a little bit too fast and think that everything's just gonna happen right then and there, and then they give up on it. And once somebody was reminding me this, they was like, "Bro, you've been doing this for 9 years, bro. Since 2017 is when I started Fargo season, and I've been doing, but it don't even feel like it because I really just been taking it step by step and really just connecting it and broadening the brand on that level and scaling up on that level because I see the vision behind it. And
Yeah.
so I think those three things is where people like really mess up on. And then also last thing too, which I'm starting to realize is that people get mad when they friends ain't buying or when the people that they know is not like that's not like if I'm being honest, like you trying to reach people that don't know you, not people that do know you. It's like
Yeah.
reach our the what we're trying to market is for everybody that don't know us. And so when we first starting off, like don't worry about the people that's not rocking with you now. Just reach the people and share your vision to the people that don't know you, and everybody else will go on board. So
That is most definitely a major thing I tell people all the time. Like,
mhm,
it's for who gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
for
be so
sure,
concerned about the millions of people who are not supporting or not giving in to what we doing, and then we forget the 50 that is.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So focus on who's there, who's there.
Hmm.
Now I want to show some of the pieces for those that are on real quick for the people and the viewers that's on. And I would be remiss. Shout out to Young Kiros on TikTok. So we live on TikTok right now. Shout out to everybody on LinkedIn as well, and the much love on LinkedIn. And shout out most definitely our core audience for the desk, which is on Instagram and the MG Presents app. So let's take a look at some of the pieces that's going on right now. So you have the one piece, the shirt one
Yeah.
piece. Could you talk about that design real quick while the people could see that? I'm showing that right now. I got the
Okay.
blue and white one up right now. So talk about this design real quick.
Yeah. So it's a one piece design. It has the waffle knitted sleeves attached to the shirt. So you don't really see that. A lot of people, you see the shirt and then they have a undergarment under connecting those two. But this one is actually attached to the actual shirt. So
And
it's a
you
one
got
piece
you got
design.
one on right now. You got
Yeah.
one on right now.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Nice. And is it a suit? Is it you got the top and the bottom, or that's just separate?
No, this one's separate. But it does come with sweats as well. Like we also have sweats too, where you can just kind of put your pieces together if you want. But yeah, so everything's 100% cotton, and so that's how we go with it, and great quality feel to it, and it's something that you can just active wear. It's something where you can wear for fashion, comfortable. Go to the gym, anything like that. So.
Okay, and the hats. Let's talk about the hats.
Oh yeah, the hat. So this is the unstructured hats as well. We got a thick silicone with it, so we try to do something different. A lot of people do the embroidery, which is nothing wrong with that, or the heat transfer, which is nothing wrong with that. But we did the thick silicone with it, so it gives it a 3D pop out feel. Something a little different. And we got true black and vintage black with it as well. So
Yo,
and it's a snapback, so one fits all.
I need one of those in the sweats.
I'll send him one.
I'm gonna rob you for it. So that's I just that like I'm just like I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be that was just a thought. That was just a thought. Everybody, just take it easy. Just take it easy. But I need one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. So you mentioned you've been doing this for some years.
Yeah.
Some years. In the time frame of you doing it in the years, and I know you was doing it step by step. Was there ever that year that you was like, man, I don't know about this. Like I'm putting in more into it than I'm getting. You
Hmm.
know, people not really like my design is dope. People not really capturing it.
Yeah.
And when you hit those, and the reason why I'm asking you this for everybody that's watching, we could take this moment parallel to any aspect, from music to
Yeah.
fashion to your 9 to 5,
Hmm.
whatever it is. When you hit that moment and you was questioning, what was
Hmm.
the deciding factor to like, nah, I gotta keep pumping.
Yeah. So when I hit that moment was in 2019. And I played college football in Minnesota, and I was at my school, and I never thought I would hit the moment where I was asking for a loan from the school to re up on some new products. I didn't have a job. I was a broke college student, and I started in 2017, but I was spending money on stupid stuff. Didn't know how to manage the money. Didn't know how to reinvest and stuff. Like, I wasn't taught that, right? I was just pushing and going. And so it was at that moment where I was like, I'm asking for a loan from the school, and I'm trying to re up on products. And I sat down, I'm like, bro, what am I doing, bro? Like, is this even like worth it at this point? And then so a lot of my foundation is on biblical foundation. So that's what I stand on. And so what really got me through is just like the vision I had from Fargo season. I always said it was a vision from God. It was a 5 night dream that I had, and I'll explain it, later. But it was a 5 night dream that I had. That's how Fargo season came about. So it was a vision from God. So it's like, how dare I kind of stop doing something that was given to me as a gift from God? Like, why would I stop? I'm gonna keep pushing through. And I kind of look myself in the mirror, man in the mirror type moment. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. We just gonna keep going. We gonna keep pushing, because I know this is the gift that the Lord gave me. So and it's crazy, because right after that, bro, it's like I got connected with the Minnesota Vikings, and I was doing customized stuff for the NFL players, and then moved on to the MLB players with the Minnesota Twins. So it was like everything started hitting right then and there. And it was just that one little wall that they always say, you knock on that door, a lot of times it's going to open. It's
Yeah,
going to open. You just got to keep knocking.
yeah.
And it was just that one last knock that I just, knocked down, kind of kicked down the door, and just everything started flooding in. So all glory to God on that. But yeah, that was that moment. That was that
It
moment.
it takes a lot of no's to get to a yes.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But
For
that
sure.
one yes, oh man, all those no's don't matter. They don't
Exactly.
matter. They don't matter.
Exactly.
How did it feel like you said it so subtle. How it feel when your brand and teams and you doing other stuff. How did the value of that? Because I know you didn't get big headed about it, but how did it
Nah.
motivate you in the process? Like, yo, I got something it's jumping. It's
Yeah.
jumping. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it was special, man. Like, I'll never forget, like, watching Dalvin Cook, like, shout out the brand, like, on social media. Like, that was just something that was special. And then from there, it was just kind of like, you just seen I always say, you just seen the fruit just start bearing now. You just start seeing the fruit just going within the brand. Everybody just really started taking notice and start seeing, like, the vision behind it. And really just like pushing it with me as well. Not just buying, but also supporting, and word of mouth, and pushing it through social media as well. So it was amazing. It was amazing to see it. And I always said I was like that trampoline moment. When you come down on that trampoline just to get that one more bounce up, that
Yeah.
was definitely that trampoline moment, which just like took off everything. I was able to sell in all 50 states, a couple countries as well. So again, all glory to God. But yeah, it was a special moment for sure.
Now, you mentioned that not understanding the concept of business, like taking it, reing up from the profit
Yeah,
margin.
yeah,
You was kind of like sell pocket spend, sell pocket spend.
exactly.
Oh, how I'm gonna recoup and all that.
Hmm.
How far. I want to say how far, but how instrumental, if someone was going into the fashion business, that you would want like the business aspect to like go parallel or be close to business.
Yeah. So I would say, like, The first and foremost thing you want to like remember is that this is all investments, and anything that is an investment, you're looking to get a profit back, right? And so when you have investments, and I was honestly just telling my nephew this, when you have investments or when you're trying to make investments, you got to know where is this investment coming from.
That's
So
true.
you gotta work to get the investment. A lot of people just try to be like, I'm gonna get this investment from, let's just say I'm gonna get this investment from a loan, but don't realize that the loan also got to be paid back on as well.
Yep.
And so it's like
Payback with
really
some, with some.
with something, right? So it's really, you got to really strategize the importance of like the investment that you're making and knowing where is the money working at and where is it going to, so you know how much you're getting back in return, and just making sure every dollar is getting worked in a sense, so you know where your profits coming out. So that's where I say the main thing is that it's like really learning that investment to profit, and knowing that I think a lot of people just mishandle investments and just throw
Yeah.
it out there and don't have a game plan behind it. But once you really have that game plan behind it, you're able to see your investment work to the fullest ability.
Going to the chat, Casual 718 said, "Yo, I just had an experience, but I refuse to give up." And just Vince said, "Yo, I know that's right, bro. Like God always comes first."
Hmm.
And then we have one coming from Sincere. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna call him, but I'll save that for later on. But Sincere said, "I'm proud of you, Tris. Home team. I feel like I'm in class." So
Yeah.
you giving off some really great energy, man. And only young LA said this homie really sharing secrets. People charge dummy money for the take notes. So no, most definitely you're giving a lot of gems on that, and also just sharing the experience, and that's what we do here on the A&R Desk. And for those that are on, I know there's some music submissions. After we do all this, I'm gonna get to some music. We're gonna get to some vibes, but I wanna take this time to share something directly to you.
Yeah.
And just a concept. I would be remiss if I didn't. Um, you ever thought about getting it into like locations or like Macy's or anything? Is that something you ever thought about?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. 1000%. I thought about that.
So now take three of your high selling pieces, whatever
Hmm.
your three or two high selling pieces that you sell, and as you sell them, keep your data of your print marks or how much you spent, which I believe you already do, but I'm
Yep.
just saying in general. So if I say something you do, just I'm not saying you don't.
For sure.
Get those data of how much you spent, how much you move, and your three high pieces. Go back and then you sell it, or you want to sell, but it's like leasing your product to them for a certain amount. Now, the beautiful thing about this, my dude, and I did this with hats when I
Hmm.
was first making my hats. Even if I didn't sell, it went to a boom. It pushed my brand even, and I used the store's marketing. I went to the store and I took pictures and I did all that stuff, and it helped me move my hat beyond. Now, I believe you can sell in those places, but it would help push the brand into a pipeline that's trusted.
Okay.
So look into that.
Okay. Bet. I'll
Look
definitely
look,
look into that.
look into that. Now, I don't want to segue too fast on that, but day trading, like
Hmm.
people don't just wake up say, "Yo, today I'm day trading. Like I'm going to put some money, hope it makes some money. I'm gonna
Yeah.
track this, and then I'm gonna cash out and I'm gonna be good."
Hmm.
How you get into that?
Yeah. So it was right in 2023. It's right when I got done with football. I didn't like, I was all glory to God. I was able to come back from injury from football. I was able to get an opportunity to potentially play pro, and just got cut from that. So I didn't like somebody had an autonomy over my life in a way. Like they made the decision whether you know your value was this or not. And so I kind of just dabbed into day trading. I started in 2020, obviously with the whole COVID stuff, AMC GameStop stuff. Obviously didn't know what I was doing, and then I came back in 2023 when some of my friends introduced me to it. And I mean, like trial and error, I self-taught myself, and so I was just reading. I was watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, and just a bunch of trial and error, until it got to a certain point where I was able to get profitability in it, and it just went from there. So that's how it all started. It started in 2023, really, and just kept it pushing from there. So
That's dope. I remember when you called me and you was like, yo, I'm about to stop all this work shit. Like, I ain't doing none of this. No, I ain't doing none of this. And me in the background, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's find a way. Let's find a way.
Yeah.
You know, if with all the information that you know now, going
Hmm.
back into day trading, what would you do different? Like with the information and how you have a grip of it now,
Yeah.
you know, what would you do different in the
Oh, for
beginning
sure,
stages
bro.
of that?
Yeah, so when I first, and it's full transparency, I'm a full transparent person for everybody, so I really don't be giving a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how it is. So at first, I saved 6 months of my savings. I said before I leave my job, I left my job in May 2025. So coming on to a year now, and I was like, I'm saving 6 months of my savings, and I was trading for myself. I wasn't trading for the company that I am. I'm trading now, but I was trading for myself, and I was like 6 months of my savings and I'm good. But where I would have went back and did something different is that I wouldn't have left my well, let me rephrase. I would have got something or did something else that was able for me to trade and have consistent money coming in. Because anybody that knows the market is very unpredictable. You can't predict it. It's based off emotions or however everybody else feels,
Yeah.
and it's news driven. So you get sometimes you have Trump speaking, and it can go up and down, and you got war that's going on, especially now, that it can fluctuate up and down, and so it's not very stable. And so I'll always tell somebody, make sure you have something else that's stable that's coming in, whether that's investments on properties, whether that's some type of residual income that's coming in. So just in case you run into those, because I ran into those 4 month slumps where I didn't get paid for 4 months.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had 6 months full of,
Sit to sit on, yeah.
to sit on, but I didn't get paid for 4 months because I was on a 4 month slump. So it's if I had to go back, it's definitely that, like making sure you have something that's coming in residually, to be able to survive a little bit on those 4 months, so you can keep that cushion of 6 to 12 months. So
Gotcha. I
yeah.
like that. I like that advice. But as a businessman myself, I will say this to you, and I'm saying this to you so you understand the depth of what you did.
Hmm.
Even though you didn't do that, even though you didn't do that, being that you went 4 months without working or getting an income, that built the business character that you have now to even say what you just said, and it gives you a structure of appreciation for the business. So
Hmm.
I just wanted to say, like, what you experience is what makes you. And a lot of times when I ask people about what they would say when they were early or go back,
Yeah,
it's really, I do that so that we can acknowledge the growth that we have now, because it's easy to forget that.
for sure.
It's so easy to forget the gem of those 4 months where you're like, I gotta make something happen, like I gotta do something, and that ignites something different
Hmm.
than sitting. I got something to fall back, so I'm gonna be light.
I'm
You know
cool
what
and
I'm
I'm chilling.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I asked that, because I really like reflecting on that, and also showing, like, our struggle sometimes is our strength.
Hmm.
So now, say I wake up today, I got a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, but I got a few dollars, and I say, yo, I wanna put this into the market. I wanna put this
Hmm.
into the market. If and I know you get paid for this, so I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get you to, like, you know what I'm saying, free labor. But if I
Yeah,
if I get some free game, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But if someone was to invest some dollars into something, what would be your suggestion or guidance to, like, go in this route first?
yeah. So one, disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but
Hold on, let me
if
stop. Let me stop you right there. That's when you know somebody too goddamn professional. My man said, "Hold on, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. So if you fuck some shit up, don't hit me. Do not
no,
hit
that's
me."
facts though, bro. That's facts. I gotta let folks know, bro. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Gotta start with that first. But I would suggest first is understand the entity or the stock you're trading. Know the patterns, know how it reacts to news. Don't just jump in. A lot of people just do that, and that kind of like gets me a little hot. A lot of people just jump into a new stock or a new entity and be like, all right, I'm gonna just jump in and make some money. Like you got to
Yeah.
understand the patterns and what it does. Because this is what people don't realize about trading is that it's not like, let's say for example, you can lose money in anything, right? But let's say for example, you place an investment on a house, right? You just letting it sit there until you get your returns, your equity back or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with trading, when you place the money down, you either lose or you make. It's not no in between,
Mm-hmm.
right? And a
Talk
lot of
about it.
people lose than they make. And so it's really understanding like, okay, how does this stock move? How does this entity move? And really study it before actually putting some money down to understand, how that goes. So that's my biggest suggestion is understanding that part. And then once you understand that part, leverage out your portfolio. So don't just focus on one stock or entity. Leverage it out and put your percentages and spread out your portfolio a little bit so you have money working in everywhere, just in case things hit a certain market and doesn't hit yours another side of your portfolio. So
I know you making money. You start using leverage and portfolio. That's when money when people be like, yo, you gotta spread your money around, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build your presence. You be like, all right, but when you say yo, leverage this shit, bro, and build your portfolio. You know it's real. It's it's real. It's real. Now, I know you said you gotta understand that.
yeah.
But all right, I'm a newcomer to this and I'm trying to figure where do I go to learn? Like what's some of the best places to go to get an understanding for this? Because I mean, you could read a book all day,
Hmm.
but you got to get on the bike. Like we
Yeah.
could read how to ride a bike, but you got to get on the bike and you got to
Hmm.
feel it.
Hmm.
Where's the best way for me to get on the bike?
Um, I mean, I would say YouTube. Definitely on YouTube you can like search some of that stuff up. I do teach people as well, so if you got guys ever wanted to hit me up on kind of how to learn the basics of day trading, support resistance, initial balance. I know a lot of stuff I'm speaking is foreign, a little bit, but that's just some vocabulary I was just throwing out. But I do teach that as well. So if you guys wanted to learn that, you can also hit me up on that end. But it's really just sticking your head out there and just kind of find out, on YouTube or reading books or hitting me up, how does that work? Because at the end of the day, like day trading is easy. All you gotta do is push a button. If I'm being, it's let me not say it's easy. It's simple. All you gotta do is push a button, right? Either you buy, you buy or sell. Hear me out. Hear me
Uh,
out. It's simple,
that's
but
why you gave us that disclaimer. I
yeah.
ain't giving you it. No, just push a button. I'll be pushing like 19 buttons, bro, and then I'll be coming for you like home team. My
but
what they say my nest egg is gone, bro. Like I don't got a 401k in this business. Like you know what I'm saying?
no,
Like
let me rephrase that. It's not easy, it's simple, right? So you just push a button, but a lot of what people don't realize too, a lot of day trading, it reveals the person you are. So it's gonna reveal three things. It's gonna reveal your greediness, your selfishness, or your impatience. And that's a lot of things you can't find in books or find on YouTube. That's stuff you gotta kind of man in the mirror, look yourself in the mirror and decide who am I gonna be.
that's real.
Am I gonna be selfless? Am I gonna be patient? And am I not gonna be greedy? So it's a hand on hand, but you can learn the basics on that stuff. But the real nitty gritty of it is those three things that you can't find in books. You gotta learn on your own.
I respect that 100%.
Hmm.
Before I let you go, my brother, I wanna just ask you like what's in the future for you in this aspect of fashion and possibly day trading and
Yeah.
what's the next stages you feel you approaching?
Yeah, so within the business Fargo season, we do got a new drop coming out next April 9th. I want to say that's next Thursday. Yep, that's next Thursday. So we do got a new drop coming next Thursday. I'm not going to reveal a lot of what it is, but we do got a new drop coming in that end. And then also within Fargo season, we're working with the community, and this is in the works, but I'm just throwing this out a little bit now, working with the youth, and teaching them the same principles I just sat here and told all
I love it. Love it.
you all is that I want to share this with the youth. I feel like the youth don't have enough guidance in that, and so a lot of them got big visions and they got big dreams, but they just need that guidance and learning how, to negotiate, learning how to, you know, public speaking, budgeting, financing, and giving them those tools to really, bring out their vision to true and bring it out to life. So want to be able to teach them. So we are working with the youth and putting that together. So that's hopefully, God willing, coming out in the summer as well. But those are the big things that's coming out. So there's a lot of amazing things that's coming out for Fargo season. Not just fashion, but just also connecting with the community and uplifting the youth and that end. So
Well, I want to send a big shout out to Fargo season because you talking to me right now and they in the chat moderating. So y'all got a good thing going on because y'all burning the candle on two ends. I'm looking over like Fargo season here with me. How they in the chat? But that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to see. I hope it's inspiring to many. Like whatever field you in, like there's a way to do whatever it is you want to do.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not about counting the reward, it's counting the steps to get towards it. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of people like look at the reward, like how much I can make, rather than putting in like how long can I do this for? You know what I'm saying? How long we could do this for. But before I let you go, my brother, is there anything you want to share how people could get in contact you, blast the website, let them know, what's the works, and even if you interested or if they interested in like collaborating on a piece or something like that, how they could get to you, my brother, and where where they get buy the clothes. I mean, I'm stealing, but dumb. I'm old school Brooklyn. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. But for everybody else, how could they get the clothing?
So you can go on fargoseason.com. You can connect with us on there. You can subscribe to our email list.
Fargo season on the chat beat you to it. Goddamn, that's proficiency right there. I love it.
Yeah,
I need that too. Shout out to Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson be on it for me. I can't front.
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, fargoseason.com. Subscribe to our email list as well. You kind of get updated on a lot of stuff, and we do give out a lot of promotions on that. Working with giving out gift cards, stuff like that, just to supporters as well. And then you can follow us on Fargo Season as you see _ that's in the chat as well. You can follow us on there, and then you can just hit me up, on Trisket Fargo. I'd love to connect with you guys. Just kind of build off of each other. Whether you want to collab, whether you want to just learn just different stuff, I'm down to do that too. I love, been in it for 9 years, so I love sharing out any gems that I got. And I do it. It's a lot of people try to charge for it. I just give it. I give it out for free, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's like we all trying to build, we all trying to grow. So at the end of the day, like that's what it's about. So if you hit me up, I'm down to share any gems that I got. But yeah, you can search us on there and fargoseason.com.
I respect that. When I was up north, a guy named Preacher, and he kept his head in the Bible. He pulled me to the side one day and he said, "Young man, when you get out there, give it away."
Yeah. I
said, "Give what away?" He said, "Give away the information, give away the music." And I was like, "OT, you bugging the fuck out." You bugging the fuck out, OT. Like, you wilding right now, Preacher. Man, go read Psalms. I wasn't ready for that. But when I got out, you said you give it away for free, and I can't tell you, I made the most out of life, whether it was money, opportunity, friendship, bonds, inspiration, when I gave it away, bro.
Yeah.
When I gave it away. And this is why we use platforms like this to allow people to, get gems, give gems, because I can't tell you, the rewards come back. I wouldn't have it no other way. But I do want to say before I let you go, man, I'm proud of you. I love seeing the transitions. I love seeing the dedications and the creativity of finding that. So salute to you, my dude.
Appreciate
Fargo
it.
season. Hide all your merch around me, all your brand stuff. Hide that. You know what I'm saying? Finders keepers, losers weepers. Yo, thank you again for coming on the show. This was our winner for those that's listening right now and that's coming on the show. This was our winner of the raffle. We're going to be having some more raffles with things that you could win. An interview was one. Distribution for a single or a continuous distribution was one. We had a whole bunch of things on the raffle, and my brother right here won to sit down and share what he got going on. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for even taking part in the raffle, and keep doing it. We got our eyes on you, my dude.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Love you, bro.
Love you. Be safe.
For sure. You too.
All right, y'all. That was super dope. That was Trisket Fargo right there. Trisket Fargo. Let me get my set together. I got my stuff all over the place right now. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on LinkedIn, as well as, of course, my core people on Instagram. We're gonna get to some music now. We're gonna get to some music right now. You know what I'm saying? I see some submissions. We already played Wait, so I'm getting that off the reel. So we're gonna go real quick. We're gonna go into a song called Summertime, because if you was in New York today, it felt reminiscent of summertime. The weather was nice. It got a little cloudy, but we're gonna go into this and then we're gonna keep the set going. I got Berg next. Shout out to Berg Nation. We got a new song from Berg. Then we got Billy C playlist. And then we got Cloud9. We got Emeralds. We got some joints cooking up. So we're going to go into this summertime joint. And if you got any business questions that y'all want to ask, or something that you're curious, or anything, please feel free to put it in the chat. Or you can email thedesk@spudbrooklyn.com, and we'll build as we do this entertainment thing today. So let's check this out. This is Summertime.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
Touchdown, flip-flops on, car windows down. Playlist loud, DJ spinning like it's the weekend now. No plans, just rolling, feeling that heat. Whole crew lay, yes, our time. Been waiting all year for summertime.
Palm trees leaning like they vibing. Car play steady, we riding. Real life, bring them challenges. That's why we live for days like this. Summertime, we meet the crew. Little barbecue, you know how we do. Little flirting in the air tonight. Everything just feeling right.
Bonfire, sparks, fireworks, popping. Salt in my hair, yeah, we ain't stopping.
DJ spinning, dippy dope. Pass them cocktails, take a toke. Summertime, feel alive. Sun's out, feel that bass. Hands up, no sleep days. We alive, we don't behave.
Bringing A&Ring right to your phone.
One more shot, yeah, couldn't hurt. All I wanna do right now, press rewind, don't come down. Summertime vibes make you feel alive. Forget your problems, let them slide. Finally take a breath or two, let it all reset in you.
Slow it down,
Take it in,
feeling that heat on your
golden skin.
freeze this frame.
Let's hit repeat. Right now's where we supposed to be. Summertime, feel alive. Sun's out, feel that bass. Hands up, no sleep days. We alive, we don't behave. Summertime.
That right there was Summertime. That was DJ Tris Ease. We're going to keep the set going with some music today. Next week, we're going to have classes in session. I'm letting y'all know right now, we're going to have classes in session next week. So we're going to have a little give and take with some information, of course, entertainment and education as always. But we're going to be building. We're going to be building. And I'm trying to get, I don't know if I will be able to do it. Let me stop the music right here. I'm trying to get my man from Warner Music. I'm not going to say his name yet just in case he cop out. But I'm trying to get Warner Music for this April. You know, every month we have the good, the bad, the ugly, where I bring in an executive of some type. So it might not just only be A&Rs or music executives. It might be business executives too, because a lot of them are scary, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of them is scary, and a lot of y'all favorite executives don't know what they doing. And I'm friends with a lot of them, so they be mad when I say that. But it's the truth. They don't know what they doing, because if they did know what they doing, I wouldn't be contracted outside the company. That's just a whole nother story. But in God's name, my man Bird got a new song right now. You know what I'm saying? And he said, in God's name, amen. It's narrated by Bird. This is inspired by the Walking with God series. This is fresh off the press music. So let's check this out, y'all. And Berg's on. So let him know what you think.
Berg Nation presents Inspired by Walking with God.
Will manifest.
You can hear them sing La Nacion.
DJ Swatches, baby.
Your pastor needs a favor. Listen, I need everyone to stand up. Not half of the congregation, the whole congregation. Tonight we pray for our brother Berg. We pray for his parents. We pray for his kids. We pray for the whole family. In God's name, amen. I'm in the hospital, watching mama lose her mind. Sitting next to her, while she see me losing mine. My dad's hurt, bones broken up. As I'm writing this song, tears choking up. Wow. I'm just trying to be the best son ever. But the neighbors upstairs say never. Whatever. No Yankees, everybody's a judge. My MVP is the man above. Amen. Shorty mad because I helped my kids. I love my kids. Then she left when I was soberest. What? Oh man, I can't call it. No drugs, no longer alcoholic. I'm good now. I'm surrounded by the darkest fog. All alone in my house, just me and my dogs. I was dead 4 years ago. Now I'm living out 5. What a miracle. The power of prayer is so powerful. Let's pass that power to Brother Berg. Let us also pray for the homeless. Those in jail that won't see home. Those in the military that won't see home. Let's pray for everyone around the world. In God's name, amen. I die slow as the days go fast. Thank God I met my acting class. But I'm not an actor, and I'm not a rapper. Bible study over, I'm waiting on the rapture. Only luck I ever had was bad luck. Bank account used up on my last buck. Mad investments taught me lessons. I gave it all away like it was presents. God, I feel your presence. Take me back to the essence, to my adolescence. Talk to me, Berg. Yeah, maybe I could start over. Tell my younger self, Bergie, please just hold up. But that's the dream. It's not logical. Word to Jesus, the son that's prodigal. It's time to raise the stakes. Through your amazing grace, the nation stand up. Let me see them hands up. How a brother Berg been putting in work for the Lord. How a brother Berg been walking with the Lord loyally. Let us together globally, nationwide, pray for our brother Berg. On his darkest moments, God give him strength and shine your light on him. In God's name, amen.
Shout out to Berg Nation. I watched that brother come face his demons, go through his demons, and come out on the other side. So shout out to Berg, man, on that one right there. And we I got the privilege of doing that record here at Shoe Studios with my brother Berg. Yo, Berg, how many records you got on the wall, man? How many records you got on the wall? Let the people know how many records you got on the wall, my brother. He got joints on the wall. But next up, we got Billy C. The song is called Playlist. Let's check this out. I like the title already. It got me. Playlist. I know he probably. Let me take a guess. Let me just take a guess real quick. He talking fly. He got the fly talk because he got the playlist playing. So he talking that fly talk. He probably with a nice tenderoni. Got a half glass of something. Maybe wine, but more probably whiskey night. I don't know. Playlist sounds more whiskey. But let's see if I'm right. I'm shooting in the dark. My man got 12 on the wall. Shout out to my man Berg. And he gonna be putting some on. But let's check out Playlist real quick, y'all. Check it out.
Can you play it for me? Yeah. Something about the music in your playlist. When we slow it down, it really gets me faded. When we turn it up, I feel intoxicated. Deep in my soul. Girl, you should know it's critical. There's a feeling burning inside of me, yeah. That 90s R&B, just put it on repeat. 'Cause I really wanna fuck you to sleep. Girl, I till the lights low and rotate. Flip you over like an older cassette tape. Girl, we can go all night long. Play me your favorite song. Yeah. Girl, you should know it's critical. There's a feeling burning inside of me, yeah. That 90s on me. Just put it on repeat. 'Cause I really wanna fuck you to sleep. Girl, I'm under the influence of a slow jam. No matter if it's sex or if it's romance. We standing up, girl, we can slow dance. We lay down, it's going down. Girl, I'm influenced. I'm talking that take you down. I'm talking that show to see. I'm talking that hot people. I'm talking that I gotta be playing up a slow jam. This time make it sweet. Need a lover, need a freak, baby. Put that on your playlist for me. Turn up your radio so the neighbors won't hear all your walls and your tears falling down. I need you to let it go. All of your sex, love, and pain. Girl, play it for me again. Make love to your favorite song. We can go on and on. We can go all night long. Feeling it deep in my soul. Baby, I won't let you go. Girl, I'm under the influence of a slow jam. No matter if it's sex or if it's romance. We standing up, girl, we can slow dance. Yeah, it's going down. Girl, I'm influenced. I'm talking that take you down. I'm talking that show to see. I'm talking that I'm talking that I gotta be slow jam. This time make it sweet. Need a lover, baby. Put that on your playlist for me.
Yeah, whiskey night. That's a whiskey night right there. He said, whatever you want. We can make love. We can just get to it. And then I listened to Textures of Records, right? Yo, Cloud9, you next. You sent in a Google. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to open up the Google Drive. Sometimes it crashes the set. If it happens to crash this, it hasn't been crashing as of lately, right? But you're my man Billy C. Like when he got to the end, like there's textures to records, right? And when my man said, yeah, son was in it. He was in that film. I feel you. That's how you do that. All right, so Cloud9, it says couldn't review file. There's a problem with the preview. I'm gonna just show you the screen that I'm getting. Sometimes I get this with Google Drive. So could you send I believe the name of the song is Left Foot Slide. Send that again. But if you can, send a YouTube link or the MP3. It's easier, it works much better. But the drives, they give or take open up. I don't know why it does that, but most definitely send that. But to keep that kind of energy going, we're gonna go into this song called Emeralds. This was another submission. Let's check this out. This is a record that I was really, this album, I got to be the producer of this album, executive producer at that. So check this out. This is a really dope record, y'all. Go into the chat, Casual 718 said, y'all.
Can't fight it anymore. There's too many fires to smoke it us out. Oh, yeah. Won't hide it anymore. Yeah, we're gonna fall. We're too far from the ground. I thought we had it all. We had it all. We had it all. And I fell for you.
Hear me out. Look, the time we spent, it was time that was meant. The way we met, it was truly heaven sent. But when the going gets tough and the days go rough, and we no longer have answers for all the confusion and such, and the thought of being locked down becomes too much, and the feeling is no longer sensual whenever we touch. Mutually, I feel the best thing for us is to pause and simply wake
Can't
up.
fight it anymore. There's
Yeah.
too many fires
I
to
get it.
smoke it us out. Oh, yeah.
And I
Can't
agree.
hide it anymore. Yeah, yeah. We thought we had it all. We had it all. We had it all.
No need to end, no bad times. I get it.
That right there was Emeralds. That's off the MJMG Presents The Experience. Yeah, I remember. Her name is Christina Lovett. I just got a message from the app right now. My man Ivan. My man Ivan is a loyal one from Russia, man. He said he'd be looking forward to these days. And he asked who was the artist. That was Christina Lovett. All right, let's go to another joint. We got some submissions. I'm gonna try to, y'all rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. So I'm trying to get all these submissions out. This song right here is called "Can't Get Enough." I guess we got a theme today. I think there's a theme right now. Ever since the Billy C record right now, we kind of got a little theme going on. So you submitted that. I got you. I'm gonna double check that. This one right here is from JR. It's called "Can't Get Enough." This is one. The 3 a.m. is my favorite, but from him. But let's check this out. This ain't bad as well. Let's check this out.
Yeah, it's ours to baby. Yeah, yeah. I can't get enough of your love, love, love. Yeah. Let's catch this vibe, CJ. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. Never have I ever felt a love so real before, and that's why I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. Baby, I can't get enough of your love. I've been trying to go without it. Things ain't been looking up for me. You and me, baby, could we run it up? Cause I've been through it. I've been drugged through the mud, but baby, I can see the difference. Girl, I think me and you can really go the distance. Yeah, I've been reminiscing on your loving all day. I'm addicted to your loving. I must say I can't get enough. Oh, what a night you came into my life and changed everything that I believe in. Beautiful soul, got a heart full of gold, and your love, it is truly relieving. You here for me, and girl, I'm here for you. Believe everything's here for a reason. They see this coming, but they say this can't be deceiving. I think I'm in love with you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. Never have I ever felt a love so real before, and that's why I can't get enough. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough of you. We can hit the city and do whatever you wanna do, baby. Pretty with attitude. Everybody thinks she rude, but they don't know you like I do, baby. Love and live in luxury. She even opened up to me. She showed me something real like glue that really stuck with me. He been stuck on beef, I'm stuck on cheddar cheese. We gon' run it up, little baby, follow me. Oh, what a night you came into my life. Everything that I believe in.
Yo, face to face, I got you next.
The gold in your love, it is truly relieving.
Then we're gonna go into Cloud 9. Hey yo, Vince, I see you. And Young LA too. Sorry.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
Shout out Miss Jackson on that. She A&R'd the hell out of that project. She did. I remember when she came to me with that project. She said, I'm gonna do this project, and you know, I want you to executive produce this project. And I'm like, all right, cool, Miss J. How many songs is gonna be on it? And I think she said something like 20 records. I was like, hell no, Miss J. That's too many songs. Like, who listening to that? And she was very persistent. No, man, I got this idea and it's gonna be dope. And I'm like, that's a lot of songs. You could drop 2 projects, yada yada yada. And you know, I'm being an executive. And I think in that moment I wasn't the creative, and I'm mad enough to say it. I was just thinking executive mode. And when I said, once I agreed, because she twists my arm to executive produce, when I heard the records, and you know, I'm going on, I'm sequencing the records and placing the records of where the transitions make sense. And I believe when I got to Emeralds, I called Miss J and I was like, yo, Miss J, like, I gotta give you your props on this. Like, it could have had 40 records like this and it would have been a banger. And you made it happen. So sometimes you gotta scrap the business and just go creative. Sometimes. Let's not get too excited, start just scrapping business. But sometimes you just gotta go what your gut feels. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have to stand firm and sometimes you have to fold. And that was one moment that I'm glad to say I folded on, you know, telling her to minimize it and giving it a shot. Alright, we're gonna go to Face the Music. This is called Compton Love. Big Boo Mission. Okay, he on a mission. He on a mission for the Big Boo. Well, if you need a song, we got playlists. I ain't got enough emeralds. So when you get the Big Boo, you can rock out to these records too. Let's check this out.
My goal was to get to the big league in baseball so I could take care of my community, church, and family.
Okay, that's a different Big Boo. I take it back.
So I do gang intervention. It was right there on Avalon and Imperial, 1998. I seen about at least 200 people on the bus stop. Just lay on the bus stop, no food. My passion was, let me go help these folks. I went to the local schools, the parks, restaurants to get the food. I said, folks, don't throw the food away. We got folks on the Avalon Imperial. Let me bless the folks. They turned me down for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then they decided to give me the food after the 3rd week. The parks, the schools, some of the local restaurants. We started blessing the folks with food and clothes. So they was all on the bus stop, all in the shopping center. My passion was to help the homeless
I'm feeling
get off
this.
the streets. So in 1998, y'all on the bus stop? I'm hungry. Can you help me? So they decided to do that. You hit me. I'm like, I said, I gotta help these folks. They hungry. Every day when I was down there doing patrol, they said, you got any food, OG? Well, I need some pants, I need some shoes, socks. Can you give me some hygiene, soap, deodorant? I said, let me work on getting y'all some food. So I started hitting the places. I said, I gotta help these folks, and they start spreading out to Hoover by the 105 freeway, all the way to Broadway. So I say, start coming. They say, you got food? We got food for you. Got some clothes. Down there every Monday through Saturdays, from early in the morning to late at night, blessing folks. Because I know how my daddy and mother was. Blessing folks, community, praying, helping. So I said, this is my mission.
That's right. He's been doing this work for decades, not as a campaign, not as a moment, but as a practice. And his philosophy is deceptively simple. be kind to others, but do something.
Hey, I'm right here with Crockett. We just got a box of food I got from Mother Barton this morning, and we're going to spread the wealth right here in the CPT. I thank God for the food. Thank God for my family, my church family, for supporting me, all my friends and family, all my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Support, hit that GoFundMe. Trying to get a bigger van, more food, we can spread all over Los Angeles County. I love y'all. All over. Want to be a blessing. God is good all the time.
Messages like that reignite communities all over. So love that we got a message in today. Love that we got a message in today. Shout out to my man, Face the Music. Always bringing creative stuff to the forefront. And that's what we got to do. Like today I had the opportunity of being filmed with some kids, man. And we don't realize how impactful, you know, our words, our lives are to these youngins. And sometimes we be like, even me, like I'll marvel over past experiences or things that I know I can do, and don't, you know, how powerful that is. So balancing it out. So shout out to you on that one. That was super dope. We're gonna go into Cloud9. He sent. Now I will say this, and Tino got a question. I'm gonna go to Tino's question after this. Then we're gonna go into a Just Vince record. Then we're gonna go into a LA joint, and then we might double back into Face to Face. But in this email, I just wanted to bring this up. He sent me 2 links. He sent me Apple and Spotify. Now, when y'all sending y'all links to executives, we got a bad habit of sending the links to the platforms we listen to. So if I just got Apple, people love just shooting an Apple link over. I might have Spotify. Now, for an executive, not just me, an executive, whenever you send in music, this is a quick tip. Whenever you send in music, you want to make it the least clicks as possible. That's the rule of thumb when talking to an executive. You shoot an email, you got to give me the options that if I got to do 2 or 3 clicks to get to your music, I'm not doing it because I got 9,000 emails to get to it. So I just wanted to make notice. He sent me 2 options, which is dope, because when I first saw the link, I was like, I'm not opening Spotify because I don't have Spotify on this device, but I do have Apple. So he was able to get his music, and that's what I see in the office all the time, y'all. I see this in the office all the time. When people are submitting music, they only send the links to what they got. But let's check this out right here. This is called Fireworks. And he's on. Let him know how you feel about it. Nah, young, you good. Young LA, you good.
Ain't tryna pick and make you my Bobby. Ain't nothing like these niggas, what got you got it. When I look in your eyes,
Shout out to Cloud9 on that one. He was feeling that. It was most definitely a vibe. I don't know. Music is mood, right? Music is mood. I don't smoke, even though I be looking high. People think I be lying. I don't smoke. But as an engineer, I get secondhand smoke all the time. So if I did smoke, I smoke for free all the time, right? Because they be smoking me out sometimes. But records like that, man, make me want to roll one. And I can't even roll. Like, it'll be dusty. I don't know. But that's when you know something creates a good vibe. Going to the chat, we do have a question. My man Tino, shout out to Tino. He asked a real dope question. His question in the chat was, what are the best strategies for connecting with promoters and venues? So promoters and venues to secure shows for artists. And what follow-up approach is most effective in turning an initial contact into a confirmed booking? Now, that is very intricate. That's a very intricate question to ask. But one strategy to connect with promoters as well as venues is promoters are like your street hustler, right? They got a thing going on, right? So they got a little system, you know what I mean? And they want to get their name. I don't care who the promoter is. They want to be the star. I'm telling you, they want to be the star. So when you connecting with a promoter, don't forget he or she wants to be the star, because that's their job. I'm a promoter, so I gotta have my face, I gotta have my name. So create an environment where you can give value or intensify what that promoter has. So don't come to them saying, yo, I want to do this and this. Appreciate them like, yo, that show you did on March 9th, yo, that was really dope. I like the energy that I got artists that you could bring in to add to that. Now you're not just trying to seize the moment, you're trying to accommodate to a moment. Now, what does a promoter need? He needs activity. So if he sees in a conversation that sparks like, word, you got artists? What kind you got? Now you're luring them in for that. A good way to reignite the conversation for a follow-up approach, stay in tune to what they got going on, y'all. Like, I think one of the biggest things with networking that people forget, that the networking part is the working. Like, we'll net the shit out of a motherfucker. Like, we'll be in a spot, we'll be rocking, and we'll see Joe Smo and be like, yo, Joe Smo, yo, I got something, yo. And be like, word, take my contact. And then we don't even send a happy birthday or happy holidays. None of that. And then we come out the blue. Yo, what up? Let's work. My man gonna be like, let's work. I gave you my number 4 weeks ago. It's work. But what it look dope when they got a new show and 4 months go by, and then you hit them on 4 months, be like, yo, that show you did was fire. I like what you did. Yo, you had the crowd jumping. That's really dope. Yo, I could add to that. I want to bring a crowd there. I want to bring some people to experience that. Now it's not just about you to him. It's about what he got going on. So don't forget that everybody got. My man said net the shit out of them. Yeah, we can net the shit. We net the shit out of a lot. I know motherfuckers got the Rolodex in their phone. Netting, but not networking. You gotta work the net, bro. If you catch it, what are you just leaving it there? Like, you gotta work it. So that's a good way. Not just promoters, but people in the business. Like, we forget that everyone is the main character of their life, their story. They're the main character, from the promoter to the PR lady. This is what they do. They are the main character. And then here we come talking about, I want you to use your outlets to make me the main character. Motherfucker look at you like, what you think I'm doing? You think I'm gonna write a chapter for you in my book? No. But if you say, I like your story, and I want more people to check out your story, because I could bring them more people, and I could come. Now you incorporate yourself. And when you incorporate yourself, you're your main character. So when you networking with people, don't forget the value of what they're doing already, y'all. Like, I see it all the time, and I've even done it in my earlier years. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. I made some poor decisions networking, just netting people, and like, yeah, I got this song. I got DJ SNS's number. Word. I saw him in Adidas, the shoe store. I got him in the Adidas store. Fuck was that for? Like, I should have just walked by. That shouldn't even. I wasn't. First of all, I wasn't even ready for the network. I just wanted him to play my song on the radio. Why should he play my song on the radio? Cause he a DJ? That's not how it worked. I brought no value. So that's something. But we're gonna go into this Just Vince joint. It's called Stay in Bed. Let's check this out, y'all. And if you got any more questions, please keep them coming.
Ooh, your body needs some love and bring it over here, don't you run away. I just wanna make love, babe. It's written all over your face, girl. You don't have to say a word. I hear your body language. Lord have mercy. Turn on the R&B playlist, something we can live with. Yeah, I'm going for hours and hours until we get tired, girl. Stay, baby. I ain't trying to let you go nowhere. I'm in the mood, baby, love's in the air. Till I stay in there. Let's stay in bed. 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 We can take it easy. Explore every position. What's your favorite? Tell me, baby, how you and then when you think I'm done, I'll come back for another one. Ooh, I just wanna feel your love, let it fall like rain. Turn on my R&B playlist, something we can lay with. Something we can lay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The vibes is heavy today. The vibes is heavy today. My man said this is going straight into the baby making playlist. You win, bro. Straight up. My man said let's stay there. That's a vibe right there. We got some good vibes, man. Yo, I really don't. I don't want to sound cliche, but I don't really think a lot of y'all that's on right now that's submitting music understand the depth of like how powerful, you know, y'all thoughts and y'all music compositions are, man. Like these joints really move moods, rooms, people, minds, frames, everything. Like it's really dope. So keep that in thought. We're gonna go into a young LA joint. The song is called Latina. Oh, so I got a Latina. She's spicy. She's spicy just the way I like it. She's spicy. Keep me on my toes. I ain't gonna front half the things that I got if it wasn't for her, man. Like I was dead broke. I had nothing to offer but just ideas. And look at this now. Look at this now. That's my boo. I think she was on too. I'm about to take some of these records. I'm about to take some of these records tonight. Yeah, boys. Oh, let's go to this record by Young LA. This joint is called Latina. Let's check it out, y'all.
Sí, ella mi mamacita. Sí, ella mi mamacita. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. She baby, mi amor, latina es mi shiador. She a see me, see she want more. Ella mi vida, see me diosa. Inclina, she bend over. Never no limits when she take over. FIB, no mediocre. Thomas will come out like them 3 times and I'm sober. Yamo, she a Mona, and I love when she a controller. Me a canta, case as mia, but I'm loving the fact I don't own her. She's fair but firm, getting toner. Dying to show her the things I ain't shown her. Soy tan afortunado. She be a 4-leaf clover. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. Me encanta cuando me llamas papi. With the hazel glaze in the eyes, I'm tasting the fries and it says you're nutty. I'm returning the favor, yearn for your flavor. Lover for me, you be dirty. Me encanta tu sentido del humor, me I love how you're funny. Me encanta como iluminas mi cara like when it is sunny. I love how your nipple mighty like a bunny. Y eres tan asombroso, not to mention you're sweet like honey. No te importa, no estás aquí por la fama o la money. I definitely take you home and I definitely introduce you to mommy. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina. Caliente, sí, ella mi mamacita. You're a bad bitch, la nacía. What say we get dinner, dessert on me? Vuela, podemos relojamos en una vila. Tomo asiento, me encanta como eres mi latina.
Homie was riding on that joint right there. Oh yeah. Young LA, you was riding on that right there. You ain't get that no wiggle room. I said caliente. Yeah, she hot. Tino say, yo, she teach you some Spanish. Yo moneno, but habla español mucho. You know, I can hang out. I hang out enough to go into the store and know when they talking about me. And I do my Duolingo. But yeah, you know, I gotta know what the vibes is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know what the vibes is. I wish she was on right now. She'll be rolling. All right, y'all. We're gonna keep the set going. I got a few more records. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go into this another face to music. Let's go into this face is called Swing Low. We're gonna go into this Swing Low joint, and then we got another. We got a Southern Hospitality by Vince, And then we got another one. We're gonna close it out with the Experience record. We're gonna close it out with that one. I think that's a good way to wrap the night off. But I do have another question before I go into this. I'll swing low one. This is coming from Raphael. Raphael was on TikTok and I shot over the question, and they asked me about features. And the question was, how do I feel about features? Is this a good way for artists to get exposure and blow? All right, so I want to crack it to y'all real quick about features, right? Features are super cool. Features are cool. It can open you to a demographic that, you know, you didn't have. One of the biggest misconceptions of features that I've seen a lot is artists will come into the record label and they'll have a feature like A Boogie. This is a true story. Kid comes in with a feature of A Boogie, and he's saying, "Yo, my record is doing this, and my numbers is this, and my numbers is this," and he has analytics is like out the roof. He got all these crazy numbers, and then when they go to every other song in his catalog, there's nothing. And they're like, "Yo, this is great, it's great." And when he walks out the room, they're just like, "Yo, that's A Boogie record. Like A Boogie did that. We signing you, not A Boogie." So when it comes to doing features with artists that are on, yes, it's a good way to get exposure, get your analytics, but that's a good time for you to demonstrate what kind of artistry you have so you can seize that maximization of viewership, but not get lost in, yo, my numbers is looking good. Because if you take A Boogie out of that equation, would the numbers look that way? And that's one of the biggest things. We just look at numbers. If the numbers is going, but we have to ask why. Why? Especially if you trying to get a deal. You know what I'm saying? So yes, having a feature can introduce you to something amazing. But if those numbers are out the roof, chances are they're not gonna sign you because you have not chances. They will not sign you with a feature. I don't care if your record is doing quadruple. They will not sign you if you don't have a feature. And then I've been in a meeting, and I'm gonna go to this record next. I've been in a meeting where artists had records that were bubbling with a feature, and I never forget the dude named Ant Rich at Jive looking in the meeting at the table and everybody's playing this record, and he was like, "If the record is jumping that big, why didn't that artist sign you?" And the room got quiet. Let's check this out, y'all. This is Swing Low.
These ain't glorified gang of prison stories. These is lived experiences. Welcome back to the Swang Glow podcast show. Do Rock Creek. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here at this round table live amongst my round table family. And shout out to everybody that's been tapping in with me, you know, that's been asking me to run different stories on different people, on their homeboys. If I know them, best believe I'm going to bring them to this platform. I can promise you that. I got a whole bunch of people, man, lined up. I'm going to be spinning the block from city to city, set to set, hood to hood, Crip, Blood, Pyro. You don't even matter, man, because like I've told y'all, I've been able to build relationships and certain bonds with a lot of different guys over the years. Y'all got to remember, you know, this run, it's been 31 years straight. But yeah, hey, all the rappers trust and believe. If they came around when I was around, if they was rapping, I done ran across them. We even been in a rap circle or two somewhere in some prison. That was my pastime, and I was good at it. And I used to love hearing other dudes from everywhere that rap. If you had that type of talent, man, hey, I want to hear it. And I want you to hear me. You make connections like back then when we was recording in prison, we had these little bitty tape recorders that we used to steal. You know, we have a homie that worked in the program office around the police. He'd go up in there in their office and steal the tape recorder, sneak it out, let us come record, and then sneak it back in. You know, we did it like that. Or I remember the homie Face. Shout out to Face the Music, man. Original Front Hood Crip. That's my bro right there. I told y'all the story about how we used to sneak inside the church chapel, and they had this piano in there. Really, Face is the only one that knew how to do it. Him and Low Key from Sacramento. So really, they the ones that was in there messing around with the piano thing, formulating beats and stuff on the piano, right? And we in there making beats on the piano, recording songs, and you had all the rappers, Crips, Bloods, you had others. It was one Southsider that I heard that rap that was hard. Of course, he wasn't allowed to come in and record with us because his people would have crucified him for that. But I was able to hear him rap a couple of times, man, and he was hard. I take nothing away from nobody. I give credit to what credit is due. When it comes to the rappers, yeah, we was all in the same little rap circles.
Shout out to Face the Music, sending some different content with some messages and outlines. Your live was good. I see you. I want to send a big shout out to the Even Muse who just jumped on. I was just talking about you, Caliente and all that. I was just talking about you before you jumped on, Eve. You missed all my Espanol. I was kicking it. I was habla. All right, yeah, we're gonna go into this Southern hospitality, and then we're gonna close the night out with a record from the MJMG Presents. I want to send a shout out to everybody that submitted, everybody that hung out, man. Much love for that and the support and the energy. Today was the first day that we also did LinkedIn as well as TikTok. So shout out to everybody that was on LinkedIn and TikTok. Can't forget the MJMG Presents app, Apple TV, Google TV. We just stemming out to everywhere, all the reaches that we can, and anybody that want to hear us. But this song right here is Southern Hospitality Girl. This is a Just Vince record. Let's see. He been holding it down with the vibes. Let's see if he got another one for us.
Lord.
Built like a stallion, baby girl, you're so fine. That DJ twang in your voice when you speak to me. Them country girls got a way about them. Kinda loud, but you gotta love them, yeah. I bet she gets all that from her mama. And her mama learned from Big Mama too. Yeah, she's got a southern attitude and she knows it. Feel like a country girl, good Lord, and she shows it. She knows exactly what to do to put a smile on my face. She's such a southern hospitality girl.
Yo, Trey May, salute, family.
You don't have to beg for it, she's down with it in the night or day. She works hard in the kitchen to keep a man real good and fed. Them country girls got a way about them. Kinda loud, but you gotta love them, yeah. I bet she gets all that from her mama. And her mama learned from Big Mama too. Yeah. She's got a southern attitude and she knows it. Feel like a country girl, good Lord, and she shows it. She knows exactly what to do to put a smile on my face. She's such a southern hospitality girl. All my down south girls, where you at, yeah? Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, where you at? Louisiana, Mississippi, Carolinas, holler back. Tennessee, way down to Texas, come on. She's got a southern attitude and she knows it. Feel like a country girl, good Lord, and she shows it. She knows exactly what she knows to put a smile on my face. She's such a southern hospitality girl. your southern hospitality, girl.
Shout it out, my man. Tino said, I don't even listen to country, but this one go. That's when you know you got good music, when you got someone who don't even mess with that genre or style. And they like, yeah, this rock out. But I want to send a shout out to everybody that's on. We closing the night. We're going to wrap it up with this last video. I want to thank everybody that's on right now, man. So salute to Just Vince, Face to Face, I see you. MG Presents, what's going on? Tim Dog, I see you. Tino, I see you. Even Muse, what's good? Trey Mace and Cloud9. Salute to y'all for holding it down for the rest of the night, man. And salute to everybody who's watching this later on when we post it on YouTube. But I want to just say to y'all, man, keep y'all grind going, man. There's gonna be a lot of adversity. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that holds you back. But y'all music, like let's keep it real. Even if we didn't like something we heard today, there was nothing whack, there was nothing trash. Everything had its own vibe, and that's the beauty of it all. So keep doing what y'all doing, man, and get more comfortable saluting it and praising what y'all got going on. The next song we're gonna go into. Thank you, my brother says, yo, I love this platform. I appreciate it, man. Like, being an artist first, I wanted a place where we could vibe and play music and get some information, then rather than me just doing a review and pointing out what I didn't like about it, let's point out some of the things that we do like about it, you know what I'm saying, and offer some advice and a place to build. So salute to y'all, man, because I feed off the energy I get, and I'm always trying to add something to make this experience even more worthwhile. So even if y'all got ideas on concepts or a bit or a segment, I'm all ears, like whatever we could do, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always trying to create something different or bring someone who can add something to the table. But next week we're gonna have classes in session. I'm possibly gonna come up with, like, you know, one of the things with 10 things artists do wrong. Other one was about you know, best ways to ignite to what to say or ask an exec. Even if y'all have something like that, like if y'all want to do a countdown to something or an idea, I'm all ears. Feel free to DM me, send me a message, or you could even text. I'm gonna put the number on the line real quick before we go. Where is the phone? Where is my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, there you go. Okay, it was buried. But there you go right there. If you ever want to text a message directly to the desk, that's the number right there, 917-663-4433. Y'all could text that number right there. If you want to screenshot it real quick, you could send it directly. So if you got an idea for a show, if there was something you want me to touch on for classes in session, we're gonna do that. And classes in session, I usually make it interactive. So sometimes I come on the show and I'm just asking y'all questions, and then we see who get it right, but then we build on it. So if you got any ideas, please feel free. It don't just gotta be what I do, what I gotta do. But with that being said, man, know your boundaries. Push some boundaries and break some boundaries. Consistency is the key, but proficiency is the doorway. Don't keep doing something that don't make sense, because it won't make sense, and it damn sure won't make sense. Let's give a round of applause to everybody. Salute to everybody overseas on the app. Much love to my man Ivan that was in the check-in, and Raphael, who said he loves the show. This was his first time watching the show. Salute Ivan. Tell Ivan and Raphael, tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend, and so submit some of y'all music. If you got an artist out there that's in your hometown, in Russia or the Philippines and everywhere, if you got an artist, I like to hear something going on. We did have some artists submit some stuff from Africa who listened to us on the app, which was really cool. So we could probably get some international features and some networking going on. So please feel free, if you listen on the app, send some music or send an artist you like. But nonetheless, we're gonna close this out. This is called The Experience. This is a visual. Before all the AI stuff was really popping, Miss Jackson came up with a bright idea to create something to tell a story. So check this out, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next week.
Secured.
Attention citizens of